Audio Jeepers, it's time for another Jeep Talk Show episode. I took a pause there. I'm recording so many of these things, I sometimes forget what it is. But this is the flagship episode, the flagship 2 episode that we do with April, better known as, is it Jeeping Daisy? Jeep Daisy?
Jeep Daisy, April.
Daisy. Yep. And we really appreciate you being here. Oh, by the way, before we get too far into this, I wanted to tell you, I think you noticed this too on Instagram. There was a lot of people that were thought it was really cool. We were talking about drive-in theaters. I think it was a lot of nostalgia for people going, oh, I remember the drive-in theaters. And
yes.
So you never can tell.
Fun.
Yeah, you never can tell when you go off the rails here. We're not talking about Jeeps, that people will still enjoy the conversation. So,
and side note, they had the badge of honor, the Jurassic badge. Did you see that they put out?
No, I didn't.
Jeep. You didn't see the Jeep Jurassic badge of honor?
I did not.
So you could log in. I guess it's one of the first ones where you didn't actually have to be somewhere and you could earn the badge. They gave away like 10,000, I believe. So anyways, I feel like since I went to watch Jurassic Park at the drive-in, at least I sort of earned the badge. But you didn't have to do anything to earn the badge, and there was a lot of mixed emotion about that. So
they have to be, I don't want to say sold out because you don't have to pay for them, but I bet you they're out of them by now. Only 10,000.
They were out in a day, probably less than a day, and it took forever to be able to acquire it. Like you had to keep refreshing the screen.
Oh yeah, did you get one?
I did. I actually got one, and my daughter got one. So yeah, and now I think you can sell them because people want them.
Oh, of course,
limited edition. I'm not going to sell mine though.
Have you received it yet?
I haven't, but it's a limited edition. So
I was curious if they numbered them, because if they numbered them, that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
Like
I'll definitely
look
look when I get it. Yeah. So who knows what number I was? I definitely wasn't number 1. I had to refresh quite a few times.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that Jeep is doing some things. They're continuing to do some things that is a good sign for their longevity.
Yes.
Like this downside on sales and stuff is hurting them, sure, but I think that they've got plans for the future. All right, I'm sorry, we're getting into the conversation, and I haven't even started the show yet. So, but that's good. We have lots to talk about. So, first off, let me say on tonight's episode in our news stories, they love the Jeep in Japan. You and I were talking a little bit about that before we got started here. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah. And Jeep Performance Parts coming out with a rooftop tent. Had you already heard about this? Because I saw this a couple of months ago.
I hadn't heard about the Jeep branded, I guess, rooftop tent. So I have a rooftop tent, but now I feel a little slighted because it's not Jeep
exactly.
branded.
And this kind of goes back to that same thing I was telling you about with the honor badges. They're doing things. They're still doing things. They're not going, oh, woe is me. So on and so forth. So, April, tell the people who you are and what you do, and don't forget to mention the podcast.
Oh yeah! So thanks for having me back on this podcast, and you guys know that also I have another podcast, Women Off-Road Warriors. We'll be recording tonight as well with some of my lady friends. So yeah, it's a good time, but I enjoy coming on and shooting the breeze on the Jeep show here. So thanks for having me.
Tell people where it's available, where they can look and see where it is.
So you can find it on YouTube and of course all your podcast channels. So yeah, iHeart, Spotify, whichever podcast channel you listen to. I do wonder, what's the most popular podcast channel to listen to? Do you know?
I don't know. Are you on Spotify?
I am.
I'm really impressed. I probably told you this before. I'm really impressed with Spotify because they're doing something really cool. I think that's going to challenge YouTube if and when it catches on, because you can do audio or video on Spotify.
Oh, I did see something about that.
So it's great for the consumer because they don't have to go to YouTube to watch the video.
Right.
They don't have to go to some other place like iHeart or whatever to listen to the audio. They just go to Spotify and they're listening to the audio while they're driving or at work, and we talk about something. They go, oh, I want to see what that is. And they press a button
and they can see.
And the video, it doesn't skip a beat. There's no delay. It just switches to the video instantly.
That's pretty cool.
And then they can go back to listening. So I think it's a wonderful deal. I mean, it's perfect for podcasts. Yeah, it really is. So I'm making sure that all of our episodes are up on Spotify, and they actually let you do a clip as well. So a little 9:16 clip, so people can look at the teaser before maybe they watch or listen to the episode. Yeah. and then they could watch the episode right there on Spotify.
Okay. So we have our audio on there, but yeah, I need to look into that for sure.
Oh yeah, I think it's a brilliant way. I don't, who knows what's going to catch on, but for the convenience for the end user, I think is wonderful.
Yeah, that is convenient.
All right. So before we get started here, I want to remind everybody, and I think you know about this stuff, April. We have a Discord server, which is basically like a 24/7 chat server, but you can also put up videos and pictures and stuff, which we do. It's all part of the Jeep Talk Show community. And there's been a lot of events planned there. And when I say events, I don't mean like a Jeep Talk Show event. I mean Jeep people that want to go off road someplace. They go, hey, I think I'm gonna go to Colorado in June. Oh, I'd like to go.
Yeah.
And then we create a channel for that trip.
So a nice place to meet. Yeah.
Exactly. And then everybody gets met up and they go out there and have a good time. And of course we do the same thing for EJS. That's the big one where we have 20 or 30 people going out there. And it's just kind of a way of communicating with the group. So if you don't know about our Discord server, and it's fun just to hang out and chat on. So if you don't know about our Discord server, you certainly should join. And I'll tell you how to get there in just a second. I'm not quite done promoting some of the things we do. This doesn't cost you anything. It's just things that we do that I think you'll enjoy. The other thing we do once a week is the roundtable episode. So basically we have an online meeting. We use Zoom, and you join in at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And you and 20 to 100 other Jeepers have a conversation, and then I host that, and I ask Jeep-related questions.
That's
and of course,
cool.
And just like our conversations here, sometimes you can't ever tell where the conversation is going to go. We call them rabbit trails.
You don't know.
which is just so much fun. It's just Jeepers talking about Jeep stuff or Jeep related stuff. We were talking about Ozzy Osbourne on the recording last night.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So poor Ozzy came out, and I heard one of them was talking about how people were complaining that Ozzy's last concert wasn't very good.
Oh my God.
What was it? 2 weeks ago?
Good Lord.
World? I know. And then I said, well, now they're not going to bitch about it because they got to go to Ozzy's last concert.
I would just say what an honor to be able to see that concert. I can't imagine complaining about that.
Yeah.
For a moment.
He knew he wasn't doing very well, but he still made it to do that.
And how many people can say that? I mean, people can't cancel a concert for rain. I mean, here's this man on his deathbed practically, and he performed.
Oh, I think quite
amazing.
Literally. Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's really, really sad. I did have to make a remark here and there about Bats had a sigh of relief. It's a guilty laugh. My wife does that too.
It is a guilty laugh. I feel for her. I imagine she does that a lot with you.
Yeah, she's just given up. She just does a laugh, and I remind her that she's feeling bad. All right, well, let's get into this. So I mentioned the roundtable. That's every Tuesday is when we record it, and I need to mention that it gets published on Wednesday. So Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You can join, and then what else do we got? We have interview episodes, and we have the flagship episode like we're doing tonight.
Right.
So
chat.
Yep, and then we have chit-chat, JTS chit-chat on Mondays, and so that's a woman, I won't say governed, but a woman-run hosted episode. So if you like listening to women talk about Jeep stuff, and I'll be honest, they don't talk about anything different than the men do, which I think is really cool.
I love listening to them.
So they do a great job. So anyway, to keep up with all the things that we have going on and how to go join our Discord server, how to join the Zoom meeting on Tuesdays, our roundtable, just go to jeeptalkshow.com/contact, and you will see all the ways that you can stay in contact and be part of the Jeep Talk Show. I don't want to say family, but and it's certainly not a club. I'm very anti-club. I don't want to be part of a club.
Family word. Family's a good word.
Is family a good word? Okay.
That's a good word.
All right, let's get into this. This was surprising. Strong market presence. Jeep remains the most successful American car brand in Japan.
I did not.
What?
I did not know.
A market dominated by domestic manufacturers like Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, which account for over 94% of vehicle sales. Okay, that's a bunch.
Yeah.
But despite this, Jeep has carved out a significant niche, particularly with the Jeep Wrangler, which makes sense. I mean, when you think of Jeep, most people think of the Wrangler,
Yes.
which is the largest non-North American market for this model. It is the largest market for this model, non-American market. I find that just insanely interesting. That
I do too.
it's like baseball. I mean, Japanese love baseball,
Right.
which is an American pastime. So in 2020, Jeep achieved a record 13,588 sales, making 7 consecutive years of growth, and aimed to exceed 20,000 units annually by 2023 through dealership expansion. This just blows me away. I love it when the Japanese get it.
That does blow me away. And that's interesting because there's actually a company from there that I've had several FaceTime calls with wanting me to promote a particular product, and one I'm just not into. And you don't know, you might have done a show about this, but it's the Angry Grill. And they have so many variations of the Angry Grill, and I just can't get my head around it. But I wonder if that's a thing there too.
I bet you it is. Yeah, I bet you it is.
Because I'm like, why do you want to change the grill? What is up with the Angry Grill? But
well, I'm sure you've done a lot of modifications to your Jeep, and
Yes.
I think that's one of the cool things about having a Wrangler or a Gladiator is you make modifications to it that
Can
suit
do what you want.
who you are. And the grill is the first thing people see. I mean, it's like your smile. I mean, it's the thing that people see first.
Yes.
So I have a theory because a friend of the show, Greg Henderson, Unofficial Use Only, now has a YJL grill. So it's a square headlight
Okay. Yes.
for the JL and the JT. So you can actually have like a YJ look on your Jeep, certainly making it look different than anybody else. But he had to be licensed with Jeep to make it. So you cannot make a grill. They're relatively simple to make, but you can't make a grill for a Jeep that looks too much like the original.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't think about it before. So I suspect that the Angry Grill came about because they had to make it significantly different looking than the stock grill.
So they could get away with it.
Yeah, so they could sell it without getting their ass sued.
Basically. Yeah. Basically. That makes sense.
And I bet you nobody was more surprised than them that the Angry Grill took off.
Yes. Right. But yeah, I don't see a whole, at least not here in the South. I don't see a lot of Angry Grills. So I just had a hard time, thinking about promoting something that wasn't my style, first of all, but yeah, I know a lot of people like it. That's cool. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Too.
It's like if they like, more
I just
ducks
love what I like. Yeah.
Yeah. If they like more ducks on the dash than is humanly possible, that's fine too. You can do that. It's just not my thing. I saw a chrome grill on a CJ, which I think that was a stock thing or a factory upgrade that you could do to some CJs. I just don't like chrome on a Jeep. I don't think chrome has any business being on a Jeep.
It's so pretty. I will say it's pretty.
Oh,
I like the look
beautiful.
of it.
Yeah.
But it's not functional. If you're going to off-road, it's going to be scratched to pieces. So I don't know, but I do like the look of it. I'll have to admit.
Oh, fast cars and everything else. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just not for a Jeep. Jeep to me is utilitarian. Yeah. So
I'd have to have my off-road vehicle, and then I'd have to have just a really pretty one. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
if I were going to do it.
The only cars I like are like sports cars, fast cars.
Yeah.
And but everything else, I'd rather it be a truck or a Jeep. Anything that sits up high would be my preference. And if you got the money, do both. Yeah. So I found this interesting, and it made sense once I read this. The Jeep Renegade 4xe, a plug-in hybrid SUV, was introduced in Japan in 2020, tailored for the market's narrow streets, with a 30-mile electric-only range and a 1.3-liter gasoline-electric turbo powertrain. Its compact size and eco-friendly credentials aligned with Japanese preferences for fuel economy, and it made perfect sense.
I could see that.
I mean, I think Japan's like, 1 mile from end to end?
Yeah.
So 30 miles is a lot of trip.
Yeah.
I'm being insulting the Japanese on purpose.
No,
like I do the Canadians.
There's that laugh again. Yeah.
I like to make fun of England too. It's like, boy, you guys did a lot living.
Not at you.
Yeah. You guys did a lot on that little island. Well, I'm in Texas, so damn it, everything's bigger here. So, but it made a lot of sense, and I think that's a great place to be, to have a small clown car vehicle like the Renegade. Well, unfortunately, there's not enough room.
I picture it, actually. I can actually picture it. Oh, my God.
There's not enough room for the clown feet and the Renegade.
No.
But you Renegade owners, you keep listening. We appreciate it.
Yes.
So Jeep's success in Japan stems from its strategic localization, strong brand image, and appeal to younger, outdoor-oriented buyers, which makes sense. That's kind of the same here. The Wrangler and Renegade, along with the new electrified models like the Avenger and the 4xe, align with market trends, while events like the 2025 Caravan, and partnerships like FlexTread reinforce its presence. Despite challenges in key car-dominated market, Jeep's focus on customization, community, and electrification positions for its continued growth. And I think that's key. I think that's key here, as we were talking about the customization with the Angry Grill. It's nice to have a vehicle that you're encouraged. Yeah, that you're encouraged to make modifications to. I always told my wife, I said, the Jeep is kind of like having a shadow box. You just put stuff. You can just put stuff in there and enjoy
every
it.
Little nook and cranny. You actually can. So
my wife is rearranging some stuff in the house, and she's got a little display case type thing. I forget, it's curved, and it has doors.
Yeah, the curio cabinet.
Curio, exactly.
Yes.
I don't remember the names of these things. and she's telling me, she goes, I think I'm going to take all the stuff I have in there out and take all the antique-y stuff that I have and put it in there. And I went, oh my God, I've just been waiting for so long for you to say that. I've been dreaming and hoping.
Yes.
She's like, shut up.
Shut up. Now she gets it.
I'm glad she shares things with me, but I don't care. If she enjoys it, I'm fine with it. But it's just like, let's talk about the Jeep, honey. That you want to get me interested. Let's talk about the Jeep.
She has places for her things, like you have places for your things in your Jeep, so that's the part that I get. Well,
it's our Jeep, by the way.
Yes,
it's gone. She left to go to her mom's house, unrelated to the comments I was making, but she went over there to spend some time with her mom, and she took the Gladiator, so it's her Jeep too. So
her Jeep as well, and that's how it should be.
I got to do a little work on her TJ, otherwise, because she would like to take her TJ, but has a bit of a shake to it since I replaced the U-joints and the rear drive shaft.
Okay.
They had to be replaced, but that little short drive shaft is a little out of balance now. I tell her it's fine, but if it's not perfect, she doesn't want to drive it.
No.
Doesn't want to risk it.
I had the shakes in mine before as well, so that makes for a fun ride.
So I found that this is interesting. I don't know, a lot of people may not remember this, but I found it interesting that Jeep was really popular in Japan, and it reminded me of David Hasselhoff. I almost said Daisy Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff. Yeah. But way back whenever he had a singing career and everybody in America was making fun of him. And
I mean, I kind of get it, but okay.
Yeah. He was very, not just a little popular, but wildly popular in Germany. So he was performing there, making good money, all due to his singing career. And this reminded me of the Jeep in Japan thing. It's like you never know.
You never know.
You never know with a worldwide audience where you're going to succeed.
So definitely a David Hasselhoff fan from Knight Rider. And like I said, my one of my best girlfriends, she's in love with him, but I'm gonna have to ask her now if she knows about the singing career, because that just puts a whole new spin on it for me.
Yeah. I'm going to guess this was when the Berlin Wall fell. What was that? That was like 85 or 4 or something.
Okay.
So this is a while back. I don't know how old your friend is, but if she's a history buff, with David Hasselhoff history buff.
Definitely her childhood, but if she was fanatic about him, surely she knows about the singing career.
How great if she doesn't know and you mention it to her and she goes and looks it up and has all that wonderful.
Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's even better than I thought.
Yeah. Knight Rider. We were talking about this before. Knight Rider, Baywatch. I guess Knight Rider was probably the one he was most famous in. I think
I watched.
He was the most focused as the star in that show.
Yeah. Kit, I mean,
I
that was
just
just a fascinating car. It talked to you. It did things.
I just love the idea of a smart ass Jeep. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Too bad it wasn't a Jeep. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But when I think of Jeep, I think of like Transformers.
What would the what would the voice be? It couldn't be a snooty Easterner because that was kind of a snooty Easterner that did that voice. A very good actor. You know that he and his wife. I saw this the other day on the Tiki Talkie. He and his wife have been married for like 50 years.
Oh,
they're both actors, and they're both still alive, which is the other amazing thing. But I forget the gentleman's name, but he was in Boy Against World. I think he was the teacher.
Okay.
In that show. So yeah, funny guy, really funny guy. Plays the narrow-minded know-it-all very, very well. Perfect for Kit.
Yeah, perfect for Kit.
All right, so as we teased it, I think you said you have a tent for your Jeep.
I do.
Is that right?
Yep, I have an overland tent.
Yeah, so it's on top of
of the Gladiator.
The Gladiator. Oh, so it's on the bed, a portion of it? Maybe
yes. Well, it's on a rack. So,
yeah. So you have a rack and then the thing's on the rack.
Yes.
Do you ever take that off or do you just leave it on all the time?
I don't take the rack off, but every now and then, I'll take the tent off just because I don't want it to get weathered.
Right. It's a good
I do have a
idea.
garage, but you don't always want to ride around with it because it does add more weight. Mm-hmm. Even though the one that I have is very lightweight, I want to say it's 80, 90 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's Inspired Overland. They make one of the most lightweight-ish tents that's available. So they have a carbon fiber side brand as well. So I want to say that one's maybe around 80 pounds. But yeah.
How many does it sleep?
The one that I have sleeps comfortably. I mean, you're not going to have more than 2 people in it. So
right. I mean, I think 2 for most situations is great. And then maybe a little bit more for children, because generally speaking, once once your children get to be about 12 or 13, they don't want to have nothing to do with you no more.
No.
Not unless it's getting money or a car.
Outside, separate from the other one. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a good bear warning too. If the kids are getting eaten, I'll be right there.
Very true. Hear them screaming.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
It is. So that's really cool. I've always wondered about that. How does it sleep? Is it comfortable at all?
You really kind of need another mat in it to sleep comfortably, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I haven't added another mat to mine. I sleep on it as is, just because it's extra weight and it's more things that you have to carry. So I'm not too fussy about it, but I sleep comfortably.
Good. Yeah. So how would you feel about having a tent for your Wrangler that was custom built for the Wrangler by Jeep?
I like it. I would definitely go for that. You
would think 2 things. It's probably going to look really snazzy.
Right.
And it's probably going to be really expensive.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, they slapped the Jeep name on it. Yeah, they slapped the Jeep name on it. Now it's 20% more. So the Jeep Performance Parts JPP by Mopar awning and rooftop tent concept unveiled for the 4-door Jeep Wrangler is a significant development for off-road camping enthusiasts, particularly in the context of Jeep's strong presence in markets like Japan. And I can see that would be really a cool thing to do in Japan. You have a Wrangler.
Now that
you have a Mopar tent attached to it. That is pretty cool.
I can definitely see that.
So the JPP awning and rooftop tent is a concept, forward-thinking accessory that enhances the Jeep Wrangler's off-road camping capabilities with features like a carbon fiber shell, 270-degree awning, and an interior access via freedom panels. That's cool. That's cool. Really cool.
That's going to make, yeah.
You have the AC running and let all the AC come up through the freedom panel openings. So the collaboration with domestic and development through Stellantis Star Up program underscores Jeep's commitment through Stellantis to customized driven market. While still a concept, its production potential could make it a game changer for Japanese Jeep enthusiasts and American Jeep enthusiasts, particularly those the Jeep Owners Club of Japan or attending four-wheel drive events. Yeah, I could see that. It would be really
Right.
having a place to stay that's not a hotel. I think would be nice.
It would be.
And I think I've asked you this before. You do go to the. I'm brain farting on. What's the big event coming up next month?
A Great Smoky.
Pigeon 4. Yeah, Great Smoky
Mountain Jeep Invasion.
So I don't know. It's probably too hot to sleep in a tent.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
But I mean, if you're going on the cheap, and
if you had to, you could.
Yeah,
find a mountainside, and try to
someplace where there's a breeze.
Try to find a little bit of a breeze.
So I would assume you only go out camping in your tent whenever it's kind of chilly outside.
Yeah, fall is a good time. Spring, you definitely pick and choose. You don't want to go in 100-degree weather.
What's the hottest? What's the hottest you can go, or really, what's the hottest your husband could go? Because men generally have a harder time.
I don't know. He would go anytime, honestly, because he just likes to be outside. But for me, I mean, I don't want to be tenting above really 80 degrees. So
that's not bad. I'm like 40. If it's 40, I can actually sleep. If it's warmer than that,
that would be chilly for me. But yeah. I mean, I would do that as well.
80 would be rough. Now, if there's a good breeze, like maybe you're on the beach or close beach adjacent where there's a lot of cool breeze coming off, then certainly, it's like having the ceiling fan on.
Right. Yeah. I do like to camp on the beach, so that always makes for a good time.
So I'm really excited about this this tent. Now, I can't see me getting one, but I'm excited about it because Jeeps have been having some issues. You're well aware of this, I'm sure.
Right.
Sales and things have been hurting. Did you, we reported on this on Tuesday. You may have already heard of it somewhere else or maybe heard it on the show. For the first 6 months of this year, Jeep or Stellantis, I should say, has lost $2.7 billion.
Why is that?
Well, what I was reading, they were trying to blame it on tariffs. And I don't think tariffs have that much to do with it. I mean, and then they say as a side note that sales are down 25%.
Do you think it's the Bronco?
I know Bronco has been giving them a challenge, but it's interesting you mentioned that because I saw a Bronco. I went out and did some stuff yesterday, and on the way home, I saw a Bronco coming head on, and no, there was no problem with not waving. But I was looking at the word Bronco. I mean, in the grill, they have Bronco in small letters all across the grill. If I had a Bronco, I think that's the first thing I would change.
Do you?
I don't need that thing to say Bronco. I mean, it's kind of like getting a new Jeep and then the dealership has one of those little frame things around the license plate advertising.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And, I mean, it's a little different because it's a Bronco and it's not a dealership, but I don't do free advertising.
Yeah.
And I've always been that way before I did a podcast.
Figure this out.
Yeah, I mean, let's work out a deal. Let's work out a monthly deduction here. I never really
thought about that, but I guess it's not really necessary.
And good Lord, don't put a sticker on there.
Some people who just aren't as familiar with Jeeps and Broncos, maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen some. I remember seeing some Cherokees with the word Jeep on the side towards the bottom. Yes. And I'm thinking it would be really cool to have a generic vehicle where it says car, truck. You wear a shirt that says driver.
You would. I could see that.
Some of these things that people do. But I mean, there's brand loyalty. We've talked about this before, like Coke or Levi's. I think it was Wrangler with you.
And people like the branding.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just sometimes when people call it out, it's like you look at it and you go, I never really thought about it that way.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up here. Was there anything that you wanted to bring to the table here before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Good.
We hit some good points. So brought some things to light that I wasn't aware of, especially about Japan. So now I need to go do some research and check all that out.
Raise your rates. And by the way, kudos for not just taking the money and doing the advertisement.
Yeah.
Because I think
I'm very particular about what I use and what I put on my Jeep. So I've got to love it.
I mean, you have a trust from the people
Yes.
that watch you or listening to you. And then if you start coming out with crap,
Yeah. Yeah.
where's that?
I mean,
It's fun to get paid, but
yeah. And some of
Ah.
those offers, they're tempting, but at the end of the day, if I don't love it, then I don't love it. So
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
get them to send you one, and then you can do a video where you're setting it on fire.
well, yeah. They offered to send many, but you just if your heart's not there, it's not there. So yeah.
Yeah, we had somebody reach out to us the other day, wanted to send us one of their products, and I told them, I said, we're really not into this for product,
Right.
but we're happy to have you on to do an interview.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes people say no for whatever reason, but it's free advertising. They get to talk about their product. We don't
Exactly.
charge for interviews. It's good for our listeners, our viewers, to have the interview. So it's a win-win. And they would do the bump thing like weekly. Hey, we're just reaching out to you, seeing if you and I don't
If you
get a lot of that.
Change your mind, huh?
Yeah, and I said, well, I didn't send you the link to the form for the interview. Here's the link, and they said, well, we are really not interested in doing an interview, but we're happy to send you our product for mention on your website. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, we can do advertising for you if you want to,
Right.
but that's really the only thing we can offer you. I'm really not. I didn't want to say I'm not really not interested in your product. I mean, it sounded really nice, but it's like, I really don't. Again, we're trying to make a professional dang deal out of this. So we need
Yeah.
advertisers, and we're happy to help people, especially small businesses
Right.
that aren't known.
And you would think that they would jump on that and would want to talk about their product. And yeah. that's actually interesting that they didn't and don't.
Yeah. And I told them, I said, thank you very much. If you're not interested and they said they really weren't interested in doing advertising, paid advertising. And I said, I completely understand. If you change your mind about the interview or the advertising, just let us know.
Right.
And it goes back to the same thing you're talking about. It's like, I don't think they had a bad product.
No.
It just wasn't anything I wanted. I don't like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people get thrown stuff at them and they get really
Yes.
excited about getting the stuff.
Yeah.
And that's short term and it's really inexpensive. It depends on what your reach is. It's really
Exactly.
inexpensive for the company that's doing that. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not
Right.
something that
That's
that
not-
we're interested here. Yeah.
If it's not, I've got to love a product and, really want it. So I'm not just going to be whatever's up for grabs. I know a lot of people do that, but that's not for me.
People trust you and you want them to trust
Yeah.
you. That's the way we are here. All right. So did this Jeep Talk Show get your engine roaring? Show us some love by dropping a 5-star rating and a blazing review on your go-to podcast platform. It's your way to help us expand our Jeep family. Keep the adventure rolling by hitting follow on social media and joining our newsletter crew for the hottest Jeep updates and unmissable events. Got a burning question or a wild idea for our next episode? Fire it over to us at xjtalk.com/contact. Thanks for cruising with us and get ready for some more thrilling journeys ahead. April, thank you for being here like you are every week.
Thank you so much. Follow, like, and subscribe.
Oh, I always forget that.
Broadcasting since 2010.
You're my friend. You're my new friend.